Hello, I'm Sam from Jessup Says. The focus of my channel is to share and educate on how to buy less, buy better. It's not necessarily about buying less things, it's about buying something that fits its purpose perfectly and serves you for as long as possible. As mentioned in last week's video, this coming week I will be in Mexico, where the temperature is going to be in the mid-20s every single day. Compared to the 5 degrees it's been most of the last few days here in Melbourne, it's going to be very different. I thought this would be an ideal time to do a how-to on how to pack for a 5 or so day holiday if you're visiting a nice resort somewhere and you need to look good and not die of overheating at the same time. It's quite the challenge. Luckily for my trip, I've had the day-to-day agenda planned for me with a dress code that has already been provided. Really one of the best possible outcomes for me is I love to be planned and prepared, and there's nothing better than knowing what you need to wear every day. So we have 4 days in Mexico, a whole day of travel each way and 3 days of activity and leisure while in Mexico. I cannot wait. So I wanted to discuss today all of the different outfits that I'm intending to wear while I'm there and what sort of use cases they suit and what the intention of that outfit is, starting off with the outfit that I always travel in. So I leave on a Sunday, travel a full day through LAX and end up in Mexico at around 11 o'clock in the morning on the same morning that same Sunday. Lovely. I'll also be leaving here at around 6 degrees in the morning and landing in Mexico at well over 20 degrees. So it's going to be quite a big difference. For the flight, I've decided to use my base outfit of a pair of Informale chinos, an Informale white t-shirt, and of course a rugby for warmth for the morning. I typically wear my Alden LHSs with this outfit and my travel outfit, but they actually have steel shanks in them, so I've decided to take those out of the travel, as when you're traveling through places like America, you just really don't want the hassle of having to take your shoes off every single time that you go through the security area. Bleepers go bleep, 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 and then you have to take your shoes off. I want to keep my shoes on as I'm going through I won't be wearing my Made in USA into the USA. I'll probably end up wearing my Koyo Retro runners. It's not as much of a vibe. It's a sensible and smart decision for this instance. Once we check in, I'll definitely shower, get changed, and as there is nothing this day formally planned until the evening, which is the meet and greet and reception and an artisan market. For this, I'll be changing into my new Charlton knit, another Informale white t-shirt, and probably my Informale safari shorts with boat shoes, which I will wear until bed. I may change into a linen shirt from Brooks Brothers if it kind of feels like it's not formal enough what I'm originally wearing, and I need to change from resort casual attire into a more cocktail attire. Really depends on the afternoon and the evening. Monday is the first real day of the holiday, and it also happens to be our first and only leisure day. We have breakfast in the morning and then we have no other planned activities throughout the day. This likely means beach or pool day. We'll have to wait and see on the day, but as the dress code is resort casual for the day, I think I'm going to be wearing another white t-shirt, my Charlton shorts for swimming and going in and out of the water, and probably my Charlton knit to make it look all nice and classy together. That evening we have a very casual dinner at the resort, so I'm going to probably stay in that outfit, maybe change into my chinos if the Charlton shorts don't seem formal enough, but we'll see how it goes on the day. Or I might just swap my boat shoes into loafers, and then that sort of does the trick of dressing the outfit up in its own way. Day 3, we have ziplining, which probably means I'm going to wear my exercise gear during the day and the morning and my retro runners, so nothing too crazy or special here. The evening though is special, and it's an off-site dinner at a place called Acre Resort, which looks absolutely beyond cool. So I think I'm going to wear my pleated trousers from Cass Atlantic with my linen popover from Informale and my loafers once again from Alden. The dress code here is cocktail, so I'm thinking this is going to be a great combination. I think the weather's going to be too hot for me to bother taking a blazer, but I think they're going to be a perfect outfit for this night. On to day 4, where we are doing snorkeling and glass bottom kayaking. I think this is going to be the perfect time to once again wear my new Charlton tailored swim shorts, as they're going to be the perfect thing for this kind of water related activity, or at least that's what I'm hoping. Or if they're still wet from earlier in the week, then I'm going to swap into my Patagonia baggies, or I'll just rotate them. The Charlton shorts are going to be for wearing around the resort and maybe less time in the water, as they're a little bit more fancy, a little bit more dressed up than the Patagonia baggies are, so I'll just make a judgment call on the day. Finally, day 5, which is actually sad writing and then speaking this and thinking about the future and the future end of a trip that hasn't even begun yet. But at least I'm already packed, so that's something. This day we have our final breakfast before our flight, which actually isn't until the evening. So we have the entire day to presumably hang out by the pool, which means once again I'm going to be in my swim shorts, I'm not sure which ones I'll use, and a t-shirt and boat shoes. I'll probably try and spend as much of the day as I can in the water because in my normal everyday life I really don't ever get to spend any time in the water. Then when the evening comes, I'll be back in that same outfit for my flight home. It's a comfortable and really easy outfit to wear, and it's probably what I fly in most of the time. Once again, this means a t-shirt, chinos, and a rugby with my Koyo Retro runners. We're leaving on a Thursday and we arrive back in Melbourne on a Saturday, so that's just going to be a terrible flight. But at least it's a weekend when we arrive back, so we can spend that weekend recovering from the holiday we've just had. Finally, a quick tip that I've adopted to help with packing things down really nicely, which is packing cubes, which I either get from Kmart or Target. They're very, very useful whether you decide to pack things together, like putting your t-shirts together, and then your shirts together, and then your socks and undies in their own thing, and then your pants in one. Or you can do what I've done this time, which is pack everything in the outfits. So I've got all my casual outfits together and my more formal outfits together, and then I've got my exercise gear and socks and undies together. So for me, on the days, it's really nice and easy. Just go in and grab the outfit that I've already pre-planned, and then I just put it on and I'm ready to go. It's maybe a bit of extra work, and I don't always plan things as delicately and as intensely as I have this time. I usually just put them in their individual bags, but it's a bonus for this time, so we'll see if I want to do it next time I go traveling. I'm not really sure. Another bonus tip is to keep one of those packing cubes aside, and when you're traveling, you just put your laundry in one of those so you keep it separate from all your other nice clean clothing. So that's what I'm packing. Add an assortment of socks and undies in it, and there you have pretty much everything I'm taking. 5 days in Mexico, around 25 degrees of the sunny Mexican sun. As of filming this, I fly out in 2 days time, so let's see if I can get this video published before I leave. But hopefully this is a helpful guide to hopefully show you and share some inspiration on how you might want to pack if you've got an upcoming resort holiday planned. I hope you do. Anyway, I'm gonna go and enjoy mine. So thanks very much for watching. Links are in the description as always, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Cheers.